lesson you have already learned about the morphology of root. Today you are going to learn about the morphology of stem. Now, stem is basically the aerial part of the plant which develops from the plumule. As you can see in the diagram, that stems are usually positively phototropic. That means it is facing towards the sun, and negatively geotropic. That is, it is away from the soil. Now, stem bears a terminal bud for growth. Not only that, you can see from the diagram that it is differentiated into nodes and internodes. Also, these nodes possess leaves, branches and flowers, and these leaves and stem branches also develop exogenously. Now, this young stem is green in color and generally capable of performing photosynthesis. Axillary buds, as you can see in the diagram, they are found in the axis of the leaves on the stem. It exposes leaves, flowers and fruits to their most suitable position. Also, multicellular hairs are also found on the surface of the stem. Now, coming to the types of stem. Now, depending upon its location as well as its function, different types of modifications can be done. Basically, based on its modification, that there can be three types of stem. The first one is the underground stem, and the modification is done for food storage. Now, the first one is tuber. This type of modification is generally seen in Solanum tuberosum, that is potato. It is a solen end of an underground branch. It possesses eyes representing the nodes, and at each node there is buds and a scale leaf. Next is rhizome, and it is usually seen in ginger. It is a perennial fleshy underground stem, and it has got nodes and internodes bearing adventitious roots on its lower side, as you can see in the diagram. Other than ginger, you can see this in turmeric as well. Next is bulb. This is seen in onion. It is an underground structure possessing a reduced stem and several fleshy scale leaves that are concentrically arranged around the terminal bud. You can see this in garlic as well. Next, coming to another modification, that is the aerial modification, and this is done for support as well as for climbing. Now, tendrils are slender, and these are spirally coiled structure, and it is developing from the axillary bud. You can see this in the diagram passiflora. They coil around and help in climbing. Other than passiflora, it is also seen in gourd, cucumber, pumpkin, watermelon and grapevines. Next, coming to the thorns, and the modification is done for protection. This modification appears as hard, woody and sharp outgrowths that protect the plant, and this is commonly seen in roses, as you can see in the diagram. Not only that, it is also seen in the citrus as well as in bougainvillea. Another type of modification is done for photosynthesis, and the phylloclad is the modification which is seen in opuntia, that is commonly known as cactus, and these are flattened green stems of plants growing in the arid region, and this modification is done for photosynthesis. Another type of modification that you get to see is the subaerial stem, where the stems run parallel to the ground and give off roots at certain intervals or nodes, like runner, stolon, sucker, offset, and this modification is done for vegetative propagation. You will learn about it in detail in higher classes. By now you have come to know the basic differences between root and stem. Let's discuss the basic points. Okay, now roots, as you know, it develops from the radicle of the embryo. However, the stem develops from its plumule of the embryo. Now, root is the descending axis of the plant, whereas stem is the ascending axis of the plant. We all know that roots are non-green and non-photosynthetic. There are some few exceptions, we are not talking about that. But young stems are generally green and photosynthetic. We all know that nodes and internodes are not found in roots, but nodes and internodes are found on stem. Roots do not bear buds, whereas buds are present on the stem. Roots are negatively phototropic, we all know that, but stems are positively phototropic. We have discussed about it in the beginning. Roots are positively geotropic, whereas stems are negatively geotropic. So these are the basic differences that we get to see between roots and stem. Now we are going to talk about the functions of the stem. Now the main functions of the stem are that it supports leaves, flowers and fruits. Now stem arranges leaves in a way that it gets direct sunlight to perform photosynthesis, that is to make food. Not only that, stems stores food, water and nutrients. Okay, cells of the stem, meristem, they produce new living tissues. And the modifications that we studied just a little bit earlier, that is the underground stem, aerial stem, subaerial stem, these have got many important functions. So, this was all about the morphology of the stem. In the next lesson, we are going to learn about morphology of leaf. Till then, thank you.